Yo, welcome back to West on the World. This is West on March Madness. This is going to be the last regional breakdown, the West region. As you see, we're at 69%. We're going to get it cracking into the West region, the final region. And that's going to kick off with Kansas versus Howard. And of course, it's going to be Kansas. Why would I do anything else? Come on now. In the 8-9 matchup, we got Arkansas and Illinois, and this one is a matchup that I'm looking forward to. Actually, this entire region I'm looking forward to. This is going to be a lot of fun. But I got Illinois in this one. It's going to be a very close one, evenly matched up. But I'm going to rock with Illinois in this one slightly over Arkansas. St. Mary's versus VCU in the 5-12 matchup. I'm going to pick St. Mary's in this one. I don't like betting against VCU because they are some disruptors, but SMC just looks a little bit better. St. Mary's in this one, y'all. 4-13 matchup, we got UConn in Iona. I'm going to go ahead and pick UConn in this one. Yeah, Iona looks a little bit better, but Newton and Sanogo put UConn a little over the top in this one, so we're going to go there. In the 6-11 matchup, I actually have Nevada going over Arizona State. But again, not going to matter. I'm going to pick TCU in this one over Nevada. I don't trust Nevada or Arizona State in this position against TCU. So I'm just going to go with that there. In the 3-14 matchup, Gonzaga versus Grand Canyon University. I'm going to take Gonzaga because Drew Timme is not losing to the college that is more known for their commercials than they are for their institution. Absolutely not. Drew Timme and Gonzaga over in this one. In the 7-10 matchup, we have Northwestern versus Boise. I'm not too versed on Northwestern right now. And just looking at their numbers, I'm going to go with Boise in this one. They get to the bucket better. They're just a more sound team. So we're going Boise in this one to upset Northwestern. But is it an upset? Don't really know. And then in the 2-15 matchup, we got UCLA and UNC Asheville. I'm going to go with UCLA in this one. Although I can see them being upset. I can definitely see them being upset by UNC Asheville here. But I'll go with UCLA. I'll go with UCLA on this one. I don't trust them, though. Back to the top of the West in the 1-9 matchup, we got Kansas and Illinois. Bill Self should be back in the first game, but if not, he'll definitely be back for the second round game. And I think he's going to lead his team to another Final Four push. Yeah, maybe. Let's go with Kansas in this one. Right? Then we got UConn and St. Mary's. Now, somewhere I read that UConn teams perform well in Texas tournaments. And this year's final is in Houston. I'll take the Huskies for $500, Alex. And then we have the 6-3 matchup, TCU, Gonzaga. Like I said previously with TCU, I don't really know them too well, and I don't know which team's going to show up. So if the strong TCU or the weak TCU shows up, either or will have to deal with the problem known as Drew Timme. I'm taking Gonzaga in this one. In the 2-10 matchup, we got UCLA and we got Boise. My pick, UCLA. I don't trust UCLA, but I don't know enough about Boise to have them upset the Bruins. UCLA in a close one. Then we'll get to the West semifinal where we have the 1-4 matchup, Kansas versus UConn. I know I just said UConn in Texas tournaments do well, but not against Kansas. And I'm going to pick Kansas in that matchup. Then we have the 2-3 matchup, and I think this is the only region where I have 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to go with Gonzaga in this one. I haven't trusted UCLA up to this point, and here's the real test. Drew Timme and Gonzaga. They're going to get them. So that brings us to the West final, and that'll be Gonzaga versus Kansas, and I'm going with Gonzaga. This is where the yet in that Kansas conversation came up earlier. I don't trust them all the way. I don't know if it's all the way there. Can they repeat? I don't want to put it up to risk. I'm going Gonzaga in this, putting Gonzaga as our fourth and final 4 teams Bama, Tennessee, Indiana, and Gonzaga. Stay tuned for the next episode where we go down and break down these two matchups and the national championship game. This has been West on the World. Stay tuned.
Have emotion and a loss, or homie, please, we invented that. West side of the shady city in the shady, baby, where I get it at. Talk smooth, homie, be cool. We not the logo, authentic caps. Authentic, keep it 100. Never flaw, I can never cap. West side on the whole world till I lay it down. What you know about it? West side on the whole world till I lay it down. What you know about it? Have emotion and a loss, or homie, please, we invented that. West side of the shady city in the shady, baby, where I get it at. Talk